Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Urban Empire. We are here in the mighty town of Quillopolis in Sworelia, and we are trying to build our nice, lovely city. We've got a single district going on right now. We're currently voting to add a grammar school to our district to try to get people some personal growth over here. This will give them some additional happiness, as well as the grammar school by itself will also give us more brain power, which will let us progress through the progress cloud faster. Here comes the vote over here. All the parties seem to be very well in favor of that without having us do any real work along the way. We can count the votes, and we are going to crush it. The other nice thing about this is by passing schools, I believe we will get more goodwill from the Physiocratic Party, who appreciate the development of schools over here. So we've gone ahead and done that. We're going to exit out, and that's great. Out of curiosity, what do you want? Right, you wanted environment services, and you want security services. Well, we'll see if we can't get those going forward. So we've got a new grammar school over here, which is great. It's actually got a bigger radius than originally indicated. That might actually have something to do with my own traits. I'm not sure about it. We can also endorse a service. We can give it $10,000 from our personal funds over here to increase its quality, increase its inner radius over here, which is quite nice. Eventually, we'll probably go and max it out, but I think I'm going to wait for now. So, we've got Center Quill happening over here. It continues to have people come in here. I don't want to go and start too much stuff. We'll probably get another district going on relatively soon, but I don't think it makes sense to start another district until this one here is maxed out. But people continue to move into the city. Look at this. We're almost at 1,000 in just our first district, which is nice. Industrial demand, or residential demand, is still currently positive. The others, not as such. Oh, actually, there's a bit of industry demand. Yeah, no, I don't think we're very far away from our next district, which is interesting. We don't have much in the way of commercial demand. And one of the things when we unlock thermodynamics is we will be able to tweak the spread of a new district, and we can potentially tune it to what the demand situation is. So we're just going to let this finish up for now. I mean, just by itself, just by unlocking this, we're going to do quite a few little tweaks and changes. Again, steam power benefits certain industries. We also unlock the clothing stores. We also unlock the ability to drop down a police station. Now, actually, our income's pretty good, so maybe we will go straight to a police station. In any case, we've got to choose a new technology. So that's thermodynamics. I don't know if we're going to go to the Bessemer process yet. It doesn't unlock that much. The density selection is nice, but I don't think we have to rush it. It's also it will take considerably longer to research than some of these others over here. So I think I might go to Safety Authority, which sounds pretty good, plus a clinic's good. The gaslighting is pretty fun too, though. Telegraph. I like technology. Let's go with Safety Authority for now. Oh, Safety Authority. There we go. Because we might be able to pass some of these laws, which actually we can use to make some extra money. So we're going to start researching that. I think what we're going to do is start another district at this point. Well, no, there's no demand at this time. So maybe not. And what was it that we just unlocked? Oh, yes, the police station. Well, we're making the money. We should be able to afford it. Make people happier and presumably drive up our demand a little bit more. I think that's probably a decent idea. So, again, I'm going to go and place it sort of up in this kind of corner with the idea that it's going to extend into our adjacent districts once we get them built. So that sounds all right. Oops. There we go. I was overlapping the street slightly. So we're going to confirm that. Propose the district, and everyone is very much in favor of building a police station. So once again, it should be pretty easy for us to get this to pass. There's one person who's a little bit more reticent here, it looked like. The, who's this? Oh, the Free Democratic Party. Interesting. Oh, environment services. There's a lot of you as well. And yeah, you are a little bit more right-leaning. You want smaller government, but you're not going to be strongly opposed. Other people are strongly in favor. I don't think I'm going to expend any goodwill to manipulate you. I'm pretty sure this is going to pass, and that's going to be fine. So this is going to add to our expenses, certainly, but again, hopefully we'll keep people happy and eventually bring up residential demand some more. I think once that passes, we'll probably look at building a new district at that point. Ooh, steam and speed! A railroad is being built to Quillopolis, and soon there'll be trains enabling the fast transport of people and goods. Who knows what kind of changes that might bring? How do you feel about railroads? They're the transportation of the future. Every citizen should have access to the trains. I dislike them. I've heard they're dangerous. No, we are very technologically progressively minded. Trains are the transportation of the future. While taking a walk, you halt to look at the railroad station construction site. The beautiful building is almost finished, ready to bring the wheels of progress to Quillopolis. The effect is it's going to give me +2 points towards the progressive state. Trait. Now, I'm already progressive. I don't know if there's like a turbo progressive or what, but it also helps to lock it in there if I make other decisions that might take it away. So, yes, we're going to keep that locked in. That's going to be great. Ah, business is booming. Textiles. Excellent. Oh, liberal sympathies over here. What is this? Of all the parties in Quillopolis, you most sympathize with the Free Democratic Party. Yeah, but they're right-leaning. Oh! Is right and left inverted here? Because I'm used to thinking of right and left of certain, both North American and I think UK style, but in some countries, right and left is the other way around. Could be a powerful ally for you. However, getting close to one party might cause problems with the others. We're not going to openly support any party. We're going to remain impartial over here. Let's see here. This is the Free Democratic Party, who are right-leaning. They want more liberties and laissez-faire party. Yeah, okay, I mean, yeah, there's different ways to consider liberal. Yes, I am more liberal than conservative, but I might be more left than right. It's so confusing to remember, like, this political axes work a little bit more complexly than I'm used to labeling them. So this is much more realistic, but can be a little bit confusing in there. Okay, so we've got that vote. There's something else I was going to do, and I don't remember what it was. Oh, yes! I was going to show up. So we've got, first of all, we've got this logbook over here. Shows me event messages. You can see that Swellarians are actually appealing to the Free Democratic Party. Other parties will try to manipulate each other. There's also this logbook over here. It's actually the advisor log. I think it's slightly off tooltip is all. This includes victory progress information over here, because I'm sure some people are going to wonder, how do you win this game? Because it does progress in a very linear fashion through the ages, and, you know, you might want to be able to just win the game. There are 5 different victory types. Well, one of which is just end of time, right? Pass all 5 eras. But the others are a bit more specific. Scientific victory over here. You achieve this by reaching certain milestones. First graduates have 10% of the population as student social class. Portable industry, have no heavy industry in your city. So we've got those 2 done. We'd also have to do, say, educated populace, right? Have elite, middle class, and students represent over 50% of the city's population. Higher education, build a university, etc., etc. All the way down to think tank. Have your city producing 200 or more brain power and an average personal growth of more than 5. That's obviously going to have to come quite later because we have nowhere close to that much brain power. Need a lot of schools. So there's a bunch of different types of ways that you can win the game through different approaches, which I think is a lot of fun. All right, we'll have this vote. This is for a police station. And once we do that, what I'm hoping, there we go, is that we'll start to get more demand going on here. Unless, is it possible I'm misreading this? And this represents things are too full? We might be out of space here. I might have been misreading that. Well, we'll see. Okay, so the vote looks like it's going to go in our favor. So a few people are saying, no, police stations are dumb, and those people are clearly very dumb. There we go. So that's going to pass. Excellent. And then we have ourselves a police station. So I'm going to let that kick in. So we're going to see, there we go, average security rating going up. Victory step complete. People's man. Excellent. Personal growth is still high. Overall happiness is fine. Ooh, a newspaper. Ooh, the Free Democratic Party has won the election, beating the Physiocratic Party by 14% margin, which is really sizable. So we've got a new party in control of things right now. Textiles sell a bundle in a new cotton boom. Excellent. A new city was founded in Swarelia. That's, of course, us. Very exciting. It's been 5 years, actually, since we founded this. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that maybe I've got this inverted. And what I'm going to try to do is create a new district over here. So I'm going to do something that's linked kind of like that. I don't want to go too big. That's going to be fine. Default grid is also fine. Here now we can choose our mix of stuff. We've actually got commercial demand of 1 here. Yeah, I think, I don't know. Let's go ahead and this will create a lot more mixed space or dedicated commercial areas. I think we'll go something like this. So a fair amount of mixed usage space. And we're going to try that. We're not going to put any services in here because it's going to have overflow from the first district, which is going to be fine. We're going to propose this new district, and people seem to be very well in favor of having a new district, so our economy's not tanking or anything, which is good. What we're going to see, and just confirm, yeah, everyone's nicely in favor. Excellent. Good, 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 good. We may have to raise some more taxes or something like that going forward as well. I could go and increase the speed here. Let's go to ×4 for a little while. Ooh, labor union. It is hereby proposed that citizens will be allowed to form labor unions. Do you support or oppose? If we do support, it's going to boost social life. It's going to boost brain power to City Hall. Ooh, that's nice. And it looks like it's going to double boost social life to all citizens, which is interesting. We can see where the parties line up on this. There's no extreme left party, but there's also no one super opposed to it. I think I'm going to support unions. I think that's going to be fine. So we get a newspaper headline for this. The masses demand unionization, progressive politics, or a step backwards. I like how there's just tons of extra details thrown in there. Paper is dead. Long live the telephone. Cheap calls mean big tears in sales of writing paper. And aluminium is all right. Excellent. So we've got our vote for the new district. We've also got a vote to form the labor union, which, okay, the Free Democratic Party is very, very, very opposed to. The Physiocratic Party, with only 18 members now, is very in favor. The new National Swarellian Party's picked up a lot of council members, and they're mostly for, but, you know, a little on the fence. So I'm going to go ahead and demand that the, you need to understand how important this vote is. There we go. Costs us a little bit of goodwill, but not much, and swings them over a fair bit. So, how many are going to be opposed over here? 26, but yeah, we're going to be fine, I think, on this. How many total seats are there? So there's 35 over here, 26 there. So I guess that comes out to 61 seats in total. 48, 51, 61 seats in total. Okay. So we do have the majority in favor over here. Hopefully that they do vote overwhelmingly for it. I could go and browbeat the Free Democratic Party until they're not as strongly opposed, but I don't think that's worth doing. So we're going to go ahead and let that go. Now, it is worth noting, I may actually have the ability to put in some edicts at this point. No edicts unlocked yet. Okay, so we'll come back when we've got some of those, and we'll see how it goes. So again, I'm curious to see once this district gets established, just to see how these demands change. I think I was reading it right, but I'm not sure. Ooh, safety authorities. The administration is preparing for the establishment of professional safety authorities. Do you want them to focus on the police force, fire departments, or clinics? I assume this is going to buff those things. Now, I don't have a fire department or a clinic yet. So I'm considering putting in police force. But going forward, I think, you know, just better healthcare is quite nice. But we'll be building clinics later. Okay, I'll put in police force for now. What does it do? Our police station, has +1 security rating, and the monthly city fund expense drops for 25%. Okay, so our police stations are cheaper to maintain and more effective. Okay, so I don't think it would have mattered which one we picked, sort of, kind of, in the long run. So that's going to be fine. New district vote is about to complete. This will look nice. Right now, we've all got gravel roads. We're going to see if we can't get our way up to cobblestone soon. So vote on new district. It looks like it's going to pass with ease. That's wonderful. And just like that, we'll have a new one. Awesome! Now, the labor union vote is still going to go right now positive, so that's good. So we've got Edgeworth over here. I didn't rename it. I think it's going to be fine. And I don't think the demand has tweaked itself over here. So it looks like the first buildings that are coming in are going to be commercial buildings. Okay. So this new district's not going to be that useful just because we don't have the demand right now for most things, but it'll get there. Honorary membership. The people in the Physiocratic Party think you are a great politician, and they'd like to grant you an honorary party membership. Ooh. Ooh. That's interesting. I mean, I am very aligned with them. They like education services. They're a bit more left-leaning of all the other parties. Oh, but to align myself, I'm going to upset other people, and I've got to make everyone relatively happy. Like, are the other parties just going to block me forever? I need to make sure the Physiocratic Party stays in power if I do this. You know what? Let's take the risk. Let's say I agree. So it's going to lead to goodwill with them, and negative goodwill with the Swarellian Party. That's a bit of a shame, but I think we're going to be able to mutter through. All right, one of the interesting things about a commercial building is that... Oh, this is literally just a mixed building. So this is a purely commercial building. I can actually promote the business here as well. So I can give it 10K to boost its quality, which will increase that inner ring again and give it more power. So, oh, it's a pub! Yes, I will totally promote the pub. Yeah, let's keep going. Max it out. This is the best pub right over here. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one over here. This is the world's greatest pub over here. This is where I do all my drinking. Oh, it actually says pub on the side and everything. The little cars, horse-drawn carriages. Lovely. How's the labor union vote coming along? Okay, it's going to be a little close, but I think it's going to be fine. I can go ahead and, you know, praise the positive efforts over here. What's this going to do? It's cost us a lot of goodwill with this party. Ooh. But it did move them a little bit more in that favor, so I think it's going to be fine. Overall, hey, we've got some prestige now, which is just fine and lovely. Excellent. We're not generating any points per month right now, but we got a few from passing proposals, which is nice. Businesses on recession, paper businesses in recession. Well, that's a little bit unfortunate. Oh, the other thing we can do, well, I think I talked about is I can endorse these services. Safety Authorities Tech just finished, which does unlock the clinic. And since we are still in the green, we may want to build a clinic relatively soon, but we'll also consider passing some of these laws. We also may need to start raising taxes here. Part of the problem is we have that whole other district now that's not bringing that kind of money so far because there wasn't a huge demand, so we may have to put that on a pause. I'm going to go and finish up some of the earlier, cheaper techs over here, so we'll get the telegraph because that sounds like a cool and fun technology. We'll get that going in there. Oh, we do have some houses coming in here, which is good. Because, yeah, the residential demand is, like, pretty neutral. So there are going to be some people moving in here. Population continues to rise. Excellent. We're not going to rush to a third district, that's for sure. But so far, so good. Rights to form labor unions. I mean, so again, that's going to pass, right? Yeah. Which I think will be helpful. And then the question becomes, do we rush into getting a clinic? Our average city health is actually only at -1. We may not stress the clinic right away. Okay. Oh, they're appealing to other parties over here. Ooh, our balance is dropping per month right now. Really? Indeed it is. And one of the other things I can do is I can make it... Right now we're getting $1,000 bucks a month added to our personal funds. We can increase that considerably. And that gives us a lot of autonomy for deciding what we want to build. And I think we're definitely going to want to do that in the future. We almost certainly will have to raise some taxes here, I think. So we've got more services, we've got more districts. I think that's what we're going to propose. Oh, I was hitting the wrong button. I'm like, why isn't this not opening the city council? Because that's not the city council button. So, yeah, I think we're going to look into that. Now, there we go. Something like this. No one's going to be strongly opposed. It will give us a little bit more money. So we're going to do that. Approve. Well, no one was strongly opposed ideologically, but there's still a bit of an issue here. So the Swellarians are in the middle. The Free Democratic Party are very, very opposed. I'm going to threaten these guys. Talk to the party chairman in private. So it costs me a lot of goodwill with them, but does buff that. I've got to stop, like, really trying to push this too hard, though, because it's going to overall cost me too much goodwill with all these parties. But we do kind of need a tax increase, I think. Tax and spend. That's the Quill Party line right there. All right, do we increase the speed? I think we can do that. Maybe just ×2 for now. Oh, the Physiocratic Party is trying to push the other parties to accept higher taxes. Golden Future, entering a boom that will never end. Nice. Modern Prometheus reaches Swirrelia. Number of amateur scientists have risen dramatically since the publication of the British novel. And Swirrelia achieves literary fame. Excellent. All right. Labor union's about to kick in. I'm going to take a look at the taxation. Oh, that's a little tight for me. We're going to go and appeal to the Swellarians over here. Again, I will demand that, you know, there's only one reasonable choice. Ooh, didn't even cost us any goodwill. Fantastic. All right. So I think this will let it pass. But, I mean, again, I could start browbeating the Free Democrats. Threaten them. Turning me down will be the end of the Free Democratic Party. Wow, that is an effective threat. Let's see. It cost me a lot of goodwill. Changed their opinion. Oh, but now that backfired. Supporters of the party thought my threats were rude and will support the party even more fiercely. More people in the future are going to vote for this party. That may have just screwed me. Whoops. So that was the taxation, the labor unions. That's fine. And telegraph. City administration is formulating regulations on telegraph usage as the city is about to be connected to the Continental Telegraph Network. Do you prioritize municipal usage or private usage? Huh. Like, what would be the difference? What's the implication? I'm assuming this might be better for, like, businesses and things like that. More commercial businesses and things like this get first crack at the telegraph, so it might be good for the, say, overall economy. Whereas municipal usage might make my various services work more powerfully. Might even give me more brain power. Tell you what I'm going to do. As a bit of a nod towards the Free Democratic Party, I'm going to encourage private use of the telegraph. You know, more business-oriented, smaller government maybe, and maybe that'll make them happy. Oh, okay. It is going to decrease the expense of running a post office in the future. Oh, because more people are going to be just directly using the telegraph, so we don't need to spend as much money to support a post office. All right, that's reasonable. We don't have a post office yet, but I guess in the future that'll be fine. All right, we'll let time go. Oh, a strange gift. You have been sent a gift from some tropical Caribbean island. Tropical. I wonder what island that might be. When you go to the port to collect it, you find the gift is a live llama with a short note attached to it. Congratulations on your mayorship. I wish you a long and successful career. As a token of my goodwill, I've sent you Hector. Treat him well. Sincerely yours, Penultimo. That's right. It's a gift from the island of Tropico, which I think is an awesome Easter egg. I'd seen this one once before. Of course we're going to accept the gift. You could give it to a local farmer. No, we'll accept it. That's going to be fine. It's going to give us more prestige, because who doesn't love someone with a llama? It also gives the city a bonus to fun. Awesome! Fantastic. And we're ready to vote on the labor unions, so that's going to pass. It should, yeah. Indeed, it seems to be that way. Wonderful. So, the upshot of this, right, was big boost to social life. Oh, okay. So this is a boost to social life just flat. This is a boost to social life services, if we have any. And then it also gives us more brain power from the city hall, which I like brain power. Unions are legal. Also, slavery's been banned. Owning humans now illegal. And divine machinations seen. Emperor today viewed the so-called locomotives, which are powered by steam. Clergy applaud them as an exemplary work of God. Okay, sure. God's well known to be an engineer. Oh, look at the happiness! Oh, and more victory steps completed. Let's take a look over here. So we've got, somewhere along the line, we got a third victory science. I guess that's educated populace. Nice. We've also 2 pips towards economic victory. Shared prosperity. Have the lower class represent less than 33% of the population of the city. And greater prosperity. So less than 15% of our city fall in the lowest of classes. Nice. And political victory. The people's man have an average population happiness of at least content in your city. My citizens are happy? That never happens in any game. All right, this vote for the taxes was very important, and it is going to go in our favor, but we did have to burn a lot of goodwill for that. And party support in the city. 64% of people support the Free Democratic Party. So I suspect the next election, they are going to get a huge chunk of the council here, and I'm not going to be able to pass anything. So we may just have to go and eat that and see what we can do. What we may do is, after the telegraph, we may go straight into photography and start spying on the new Democratic Party, so that we can dig up dirt on them. Which one are they? Right, these guys here. Free Democratic, not New Democratic. The Free Democratic Party. We can dig up some dirt on them and then use that to influence a vote, or maybe even kill their support in the city if we can. That would be really, really, really nice. So currently we are losing some money, actually quite a bit, which surprises me. Oh, conflict. Oh, telegraph is done. Okay. What's this conflict? You have modern ideas about city planning. In your visions, both architecture and infrastructure match the needs of the people. But when you send your plans to the Emperor, his answer is a strict no. Instead, he wants wide boulevards and grand buildings to match the glory of the Empire. What do you do? Well, we're going to try to reason with the Empire. It's probably going to hurt our prestige. Ooh, okay. He sent the Emperor a detailed letter explaining why your model is the best. You received no reply, but 2 Imperial officials who traveled all the way from Vienna to ensure that you fulfill the Emperor's orders. This is tanking the goodwill with the Physiocratic Party. Oh, man. That sucks. I have no goodwill. Wow, we are kind of hosing our politics. Damn. All right, well, we're going to go to photography so we can start doing some spying. That's going to be the way it goes. So we're going to have to wait for some of the stuff to bounce back here. Is the population growing? I think it's been mostly static. Maybe tweaking a little bit. Well, some of these things are going on. Yeah, the Free Democratic Party wins the election with a 47% edge over the previous ones. They have 41 seats. Crap. I don't suppose there's any edicts that they would be in favor of, huh? Probably not. They don't like any government interference. They're not super opposed to Work Safety Act. But it's really not going to be hugely in favor. I could propose it, but then when I lose it, I don't know. They themselves may propose some votes, so we may just go and wait for something like that. Wow. Also, the budget is tanking, and I'm not sure what we can do about that. Hopefully none of the buildings are leaving because of my increased tax or anything like that. There's my... That was my pub. It's not a pub anymore. It's just a generic commercial building. Aww. Well, damn. Oh, the other thing to note is if you do click on one of these districts, you get a lot of indication about what's going on. These people are happy. Some of them are experiencing some poor sales. I think these might be empty buildings. We do have some demand for commercial, though, so that's good. Why are you not my favorite pub anymore? I guess it was a few years. I didn't go there often enough. Aww. Residential building. Is that unemployment? It is. Yeah, more that expanded too quickly. We'll see how it goes. Our deficit's not... there we go. Our deficit is shrinking, which is wonderful. There it is, going positive. We may have waiting, actually, for some of the economic boom that was going on in the world to reach us. There was a bit of a recession for a little while, but it seems to have bounced back. Okay, so we're turning a profit, which is good. Population continues to be relatively stable, though, so we're not going to build another district. I don't think we can afford another sort of one of these buildings. Services. I could endorse more. I could always do more stuff with my personal funds, although the downside to that is the city still has to eat the maintenance every month. So even if I can buy something personally, the city does get stuck sort of maintaining it. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm a little worried that we're just not going to be doing much for the next term of this government here. Limited liability companies. It is hereby proposed companies allowing limited liability to be created. That's very interesting. So it limits the liability of the owners, right? You can sue the company, but not as much the owners the same way. I'm wondering if this is the sort of thing... Yeah, it's sort of right-leaning. The Free Democratic Party is almost certainly going to support this. So I think I'm generally going to be in favor. It's going to increase demand for personal growth. Ooh. So it's going to make it a lot harder to satisfy people in their wheel, because it's increasing the demand for everything. But give a bonus to the services. Okay, so that's actually, it looks like we're actually going to come out ahead, assuming the services exist. Well, you know what? I'm going to support it, because again, I think the Free Democratic Party is going to be in favor, and so I'm vaguely in favor, not hugely in favor. Legislation, new type of company. Okay, so let's take a look over here. Yeah, so we're going to be fine. Like, I would like it if I could just boost the goodwill towards these guys over here. They currently have 4, which is interesting. Is there a way for me to find out just a little bit more about... the party overall? Like, why... We have no environment services. Important edicts would be a right to own property. I don't know, but they're okay so far. I don't think I've really got to do anything, because I don't want to tank any goodwill over here. Like, invite the party leader. Like, I don't want to do anything that eats into my goodwill. Oh, now that I've clicked on it, do I have to pick something? Really? All right, we'll invite the party leader to dinner, which does hurt the goodwill, which seems a little bit odd to me, but does boost it over there. Okay, so this is going to pass, and I think that's going to be a good thing. It'll make the ones where we don't have a service for it yet be worse, which is a little unfortunate, but overall the services are going to be better going forward. Population has remained static. Let's go ahead and increase the speed over here. What's your time? Oh, we got to put a cut in here. Well, ooh, photography! The knowledge of how to capture reality on a sheet of paper has reached your city officials. Do you want traditional mayoral portraits should now be photographs as opposed to painted, or do we want to promote the new technology? I don't know what the outcome of these two things would be. I guess we'll promote the new technology, which is going to reduce sales demand of something by 10%. Looks like cameras. Why would it reduce the demand of cameras by 10%? If I'm promoting the new technology, I don't know. But maybe I should have made my oral portraits be photographs instead. Maybe that would have boosted demand. I'm not sure. Anyway, we're going to put a cut in here. Oh, we're back to losing money. Of course we are. Oh, we're going to have to try to fix the economy and grow the city again and, you know, maybe not burn quite as many bridges with the current political parties. At least the party support's going to dip a little for the Free Democratic Party going forward, and the Physiocratic Party may make some forward gains going forward. So cross our fingers there. Thanks for watching. See you next time.